Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Hormones in Harmony podcast. Today is a slightly different episode because I'm actually going to be doing a mini demo, a little tutorial with you. The first part, I'll just be going through the science so you can completely listen and follow along. But it would be good if you can watch the second part in video format, just so you can see me. I will be talking you through the points, but if you really want to be certain you're getting the right points that we're going to be tapping on, I would recommend watching on YouTube if possible. So we're going to be doing an EFT session. I am obsessed with EFT. I became an EFT trained practitioner this year, and it's one of the tools that I use frequently with clients, and it'll be incorporated into my group program, Reprogram, which is coming again in January. I'll speak more about that very shortly. And there are different ways to do EFT, which is emotional freedom technique or tapping. Some people use different points, some people use more or less points, but I'm showing the way that I learned and also I've benefited from and used with my clients with success. So EFT is working on the acupressure or the energy meridians of the body. So it's the same as if you've ever been to acupuncture. They use these specific needle points where there is a bigger cluster of nerves in that area. And in Chinese medicine, they believe that our body runs off energy. So we're energy, electrical beings. And when these meridians or these channels, you can imagine them being like, are blocked, then we can lead to disease. So EFT has helped with tons of different things, physical pain, definitely a lot of mental and emotional symptoms, limiting beliefs, anxiety, worry, stress. And there's over 100 peer-reviewed studies at this point. And the main benefits that it shows is that there's lower activation of the amygdala, which is that reptilian part of the brain, especially when they asked the group of people to recall a trauma. They did EFT and then they found that their body was reacting less to that trauma after they did tapping. There's also a rapid reuptake and resynthesis of cortisol and other stress hormones, which I understand it as your body can kind of break down and clear the cortisol, but then it restocks your adrenal glands so that you're not left in a depleted state, which is the goal. There is a increased secretion of neurotransmitters, including serotonin. So these calming, feel-good, positive neurotransmitters and chemicals. And it triggers the relaxation response by activating the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest, digest, the heal, feed and breed part that we do want to be in, especially if we're trying to heal. I have used this pretty much daily since I learned it this year, but the most noticeable event that it really helped me with, and I was like, wow, this is really a game changer, is when I had a bath leak. So it was a couple of months into when I moved into my new home. And if you know my history with toxic mold exposure and how it made me really sick, then you would understand how that was a little bit triggering. And I was like, no, my brand new home is going to be flooded, it's going to be moldy. And my brain just went a million miles an hour. I actually did a podcast episode on this, and I had food poisoning that week too. So it wasn't the best week, but I would say I was like an 8 out of 10 stressed in that moment. And this happened late at night. I was just about to go to bed, just ran a bath with my boyfriend, being the kind girlfriend that I am. And I was 8 out of 10, sad, frustrated, angry, scared. And within 10 minutes and a few rounds of this tapping technique, I got down to about a 2 out of 10. And I was able to go to sleep. And even since that, I was really calm. And my boyfriend even realized, he's like, wow, you would have last year completely freaked out about that, but now you did all that you could in the moment. You cleaned everything up, dried everything up, you made plans the next day to have someone come out check it, and that's all I could do. And I feel like the tapping is the secret. So it is, on your health journey, completely normal to have feelings of frustration, anxiety, anger, jealousy crop up when you're trying to heal. And we do want to feel that, because if we don't feel it, we can't heal it. And the more that we suppress these feelings, as I said, that we can land with chronic pain, chronic health issues. So it is important to express our feelings and not just shove them down. If we feel like we need to cry, let's cry, but we don't want to just wallow in that feeling, because we now know in terms of the laws of the universe that what we focus on really does expand, and it attracts more of that into your reality. And you'll actually find, well, subconsciously, your brain will be looking out for more things to be angry about, more things to compare, more people to compare yourself to, more things to get frustrated about and anxious about with your health. So in today's tutorial, I'll first go through like where the points are. And again, if you can watch a video, please do. And then in future, you can adapt the technique to whatever you're struggling with. So if it is chronic pain, you can just change the wordage to be around that. Or if it's more feelings of anxiety or a limiting belief around self-love, you can totally adapt it. If you are driving or unable to focus, you're working out, then maybe come back to this, put this on pause and come back to it later. So the first thing that we do with tapping is we think of what we want to tap on. So today it's going to be this feeling of frustration, anxiety, fears about your health, just feeling overall more negative energy towards the health. And we want to score our emotion first. So 10 would be the most intense, like I feel really uncomfortable, I feel completely down and frustrated, I'm so angry and I'm so upset. 0 would be I feel really fine, I'm calm, I'm good. Like that's the best that it could be. And check into your body now and let's see where you can feel this feeling. So when I talk about the fact that you still have health issues, and I'm going to trigger you a little bit, but that's the whole point. I want to see you give it a score out of 10, and I want you to feel in your body where you're feeling this. So if you can right now, just tune into your body. And I want you to feel your feet on the ground, whether you're sat down, lying down, stood up. And I just want you to feel where you feel this energy in your body. It could be in your chest, this frustration, it's like a knot in the stomach. It could be in your jaw, a tightness, a tension. You could be unknowingly clenching your teeth right now. Maybe your shoulders, they're hunched up, they're tight. Just have a little moment to feel that. And you can do this when you change it. So it could be the feeling of lack of self-love. Where do you feel that? Is it in your heart? Is it in the pit of your stomach? Is it in your back? Where is this feeling? How does it feel? Is it sticky? Is it heavy? Is it like a black cloud? Is it like a pain in the body? And you want to keep digging until you find the root emotion, ideally. So if one day your boss annoys you, maybe the root is that you feel unworthy. So instead of tapping on my boss is so annoying, you want to tap on this event made me feel unworthy. For this example, we're going to do frustration and fear around health issues, but as I said, just change the language as needed. And I'm going to say a line and then you're going to repeat it back to me. The points that we're going to use are initially the side of the hand. So this is called the karate chop point. And we're just going to do a medium pressure. So not too light that we can barely feel it, but not too heavy that we hurt ourselves. And they say to do minimum 7 to 10 taps, but I find by the time you've said what you need to say, it's already been that amount of time anyway. So obviously this part of the hand, and when we tap the head, these are the points that have the most dense nerve bundles. So we have the karate chop, which is the side of the hand, and you can just use your fingers to tap. The next point is the crown of the head. So you can tap with 1 or 2 hands with these points. So the top of the head, it's kind of like the crown chakra area, so directly in the center, and I'm just tapping with my fingertips. The next point is kind of where the eyebrow and the nose meet, so like the bridge of the nose, and you're going to tap in there with 1 or 2 hands. The next point is the temples, just by the sides of the eyes, again 1 or 2 hands. And we've got under the eyes, just right on the cheekbone, under the nose, just above the lip, the chin, the collarbones, and then the point under the armpit is kind of like where the bra strap would lie as a woman. So tap on there. And then the very last point is the wrist. So you can either tap with your fingertips or you can tap the wrist together. And that's the wrist point. And then we have a little moment, a deep breath, cleansing breath. So those are the points, but we're going to go through it now and get going with the session. So start with me on the side of the hand. And we're going to take that score, whatever it is, and hopefully try to get it to as close to 0 as possible. And it might take a few rounds. That is completely normal. So you can tap with me now. Today, I'm feeling frustrated about my health. I often worry about my health. And I'm pretty jealous of people who don't have to pay attention to their health today. Top of the head. I'm honestly sick of feeling this way. The inner eyebrow. It takes so much energy out of me to feel anxious and angry. So I choose to love and accept myself. I'm gonna go to the temple area. I'm choosing today to let go of any resistance and low vibrational energy. Under the eyes, on the cheekbone area. Sometimes I'm scared that things aren't going to get better though. Let me go to under the nose. I just want to live my life again. The chin. I just want to be free from my symptoms. And not have to feel tired. And not to have any pain. And just feel excited about life again. Let me go to the collarbone. Even if I did get better, I'm scared of my health crashing. Under the armpit, where the bra strap would be. I'm worried about my health getting worse. And it affecting my family. And it affecting my work. The wrists together. And sometimes I wonder if it's worth all of this energy that I'm putting in. It feels like such hard work sometimes. Okay, then we're going to do a big deep breath in. Release out with an exhale. And it's completely normal after the first round if that score has gone up slightly. So if it was a 6 and now it's a 7, it's because you're actually feeling your emotions, you're bringing them up, you're stirring them up. But if it has gone down, that's great as well. And it might be completely fine now. You might be good. You might have cleared the negative, lower vibrational energy. But a lot of people need to do that multiple times. So we're just going to do one more round. And then if you need to, after that, just do another few rounds to get you as low as possible on this feeling of frustration and anxiety and fear around your health. And then we're going to end up with a positive tap. So we're going to tap in the feelings that we want to feel instead. So one more round of clearing the energy. So side of the hand again, karate chop point. I'm feeling frustrated about my health. But I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Top of the head. I worry about not getting better. And what my life is going to look like. The inner eyebrow. I even worry that if I do get better, I'll just crash again. And that would be even more frustrating. The temple. I'm honestly sick and tired of feeling this way. And some days it's just too much to handle. But I deeply and completely love and accept myself in this moment. cheekbone under the eyes. It takes a lot out of me to do some of these practices. I'm trying so hard, but sometimes I don't see the results. I'm going to do it under the nose, the upper lip. I'm feeling really fearful about the future. The chin. Sometimes I feel jealous of the people who aren't paying attention to their health. When they eat junk food and don't seem to have any problems. Collarbone. It makes me feel stressed and anxious to have these health issues. But I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Under the armpit. I choose to let go of any resistance and any low vibrational energy. The wrists together. I release the fear of things not getting better. Because I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Okay, then take a big deep breath in again. Exhale out through the mouth with a sigh, or just really feeling that energy shift. And I want you to just take a moment and feel into the body again. As I said, it's completely normal to have to do sometimes 3, 4, 5 rounds of that. And you can absolutely change the language. You can use your intuition and use the words and the feelings that you have. Obviously, I'm trying to do it as general as possible here, but I can probably relate to a lot of you because I have had the chronic health issues. So I kind of know what you're struggling with. But if you need to do that multiple times, if you still feel like there's some sort of energy and it's still above like a 3 out of 10, then just rewind a little bit and go through some of those again, or use your intuition and change up the words a little bit. But just in the interest of time, I'm now going to go to the ending on the tap in. So the positive tap, the one that we want to end with. So when you're ready, you can skip forward to this section. And yeah, we just want to do one round of this to finish our session and end on a high. So just give you a moment, just take a deep breath. Okay, so let's start on the side of the hand again. I trust the healing process. And I know that I'm on the right track. Top of the head. I know that everything happens for a reason and at the right time. The inner eyebrow. I trust that I'll come out of this healthier and happier than ever. With the knowledge to support my health long term and help my loved ones. We've got the temple area now. I wouldn't have been given this struggle if I didn't have the ability to overcome it. Every day and in every way, I'm becoming healthier and healthier. Okay, we got the cheekbone under the eyes. I trust my body and its innate intelligence. Under the nose. I commit to taking care of myself every day. the chin. And I trust that it is working, even if I can't see it just yet. Collarbone area. I know that my body is resilient and is healing every day. Under the armpit. Bra strap area. I have what it takes and I'm deserving. The wrists together. It feels so good for things to get better. And I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Okay, take a big deep breath in with me and let all of that sink into your cells. Release out any unwanted, stuck emotions. So hopefully you're feeling better at the end of that. And again, with that bit, be intuitive, tell yourself what you need to hear, and the messages that come up are meant for you, and that is your truth. So if you want to take a few moments now just to check in on yourself and how you're doing, that would be amazing. But let me just finish up with a few more bits of information on tapping. If you've been through that multiple times and you did the tapping out first section a little bit more and it's not going down like you'd expect, you might need to be a bit more specific with the problem. For example, if you're tapping on relieving a migraine, you might need to do a very specific aspects of that first, like the visual disturbances. First, tap that down to a 3, 2, 1 out of 10, and then the pain separately. It may just be too much for you to do it all at once. Or if it's a phobia of swimming pools or leaving the house, you wouldn't just necessarily do it all in one go. It could just be the small steps leading up. It depends on how you respond. You might be able to go straight into I'm leaving the house and going straight to the end goal, but you might need to do I go to the front door and I stand outside, or I turn up at the swimming pool and I just watch a lesson that's happening. And I want you to trust what comes up, as I said, to trust the process and give it a few times. It's not a tool that is a one-time thing. It is a tool that you use it and turn to on a regular basis. And if you are looking for more support with tapping and many of the other subconscious tools that I use, and you're wanting to address your health on the physical level and get all of my top tips and all the stuff that I've been teaching for years now, plus this new learning and understanding that I am sharing with you, then my group program reprogram is going to be for you. So I'm looking for a small group of women to join the next round starting in January 2024. Enrollment is going to open on the 3rd of January, and it's going to kick off with a free masterclass, a free 90-minute masterclass showing my six common mistakes that I see people doing in the health and healing world. So the mistakes that you need to avoid. And there'll be a total of 7 live calls in the program. So the program is 3 months, and calls 1 to 3 are going to be focused more on the subconscious mind and really getting your identity and your mindset strong. And then the second half, the calls 3 to 6 are going to be on 4 to 6, are going to be on the physical body. So metabolic health, the female nervous system, and the feminine menstrual cycles, gut health, detox. And then calls 1 to 3 are going to be on getting clear, goal setting, identifying and overcoming your limiting beliefs that's holding you back from healing. And then call number 3 is going to be shifting your mindset and your identity and becoming the future healed you. Because if you're still identifying with being sick or having chronic illness or being this sensitive, delicate flower in the world with bad genetics, then that's going to be your reality. So we need to shift that. And then we spend the last part of the group on the physical side of things to help heal your gut and improve your metabolism and your blood sugar regulation. And then there is a bonus call number 7 towards the end, which is a final group celebration and Q&A. So I want to make this something that you enjoy, something that's fun, not a stress or homework feels like you're at school that you have to come to every other week. There will be more information in the episode show notes if you want to check it out on my website. And I'll be using not only EFT, but some other tools like subconscious reprogramming and hypnosis. Within that, there's an entire library of meditations and hypnosis tracks for you to turn to. And then we'll be doing some of the techniques on the live calls as well. So next episode is the last of the year, and I'm sharing my biggest takeaways from 2023 and a whole nother year of podcasting and helping clients transform their health. So you'll learn what my biggest takeaways were. So it's going to be a good one, and I will see you then. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, I would love for you to leave me a rating and review on your podcast app, as this helps to support the show and it allows it to reach more people with this valuable information. Come and say hi over on Instagram. I'm at Viva Natural Health. And if you haven't already, check out my website, vivanaturalhealth.co.uk, for tons more free resources and to discover how I could support you further. I currently offer one-on-one consultation packages if you want my top-level support, then more affordable group programs and self-paced online courses. So there really is something for everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you back here next week for another episode.